All right, so I wanted to make a really quick video with Tesla showing how it might be showing a clue that the market's creating a bottom right now or possibly even tomorrow. Um, I would think it would be the whole market if Tesla's to be included, but it could just be Tesla. But anyways, so on the weekly chart, we have a weekly doji candle right here with even body wicks. I always call those demand zones. There's almost always find some type of support. So the likelihood of this just breaking through all of this is unlikely. Not only is that a weekly support, but you also have, a couple of week candles over here too. So that's a demand zone. So we're in demand where we should find a reversal. Now, let's look at other stuff. So in my opinion, what we see here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 5 takes us to 500 plus. If we look at that, we're around the 50% retracement, which in my opinion, or not in my opinion, but in Elliott wave theory, wave 4 should not exceed the 50% retracement, and that's where we're finding a reversal at, right? So that's a sign 2, in my opinion. Another one is the blue line. The blue line showed support here, here, and now we're here for this cycle. In the previous cycle, it found support here, and then here, and we got even a crown uptrend rally, but during this cycle, we did get 3 supports. So ideally, we should get, 3 supports here maybe. 1, 2, 3. So that's also in the weekly demand zone. So that's 3 points of confluence, 50% fibs retracement, weekly demand zone, and then the 100-day moving average, which is right here. So now let's look at the ADL line. I'm thinking most likely we see some type of bottom right here, right? So as you can see, since November 14th, this horizontal line has created 1 support level. Could we be at 2 support levels? It's possible. So let's see where we close in 15 minutes. If we compare this to the chart, this bottom right here created this bottom for this rally, which led into the second rally, right? Then this bottom created this bottom for the ultimate rally above 460. So if we find support here on the daily ADL in confluence with the other technicals, this is a high probability bottom. That's on the daily. Now let's look at the hourly. On the hourly, we also have the same thing here. So on the hourly ADL, you can see accumulation. Then either this is reaccumulation or distribution. But if you think about this, over here, which is where we're at right now, over here, which is where we're at right now, price was 440. Yeah, 430-ish. That's like a 25% discount, right? Was 430-ish. So a 24% discount, but the same amount of shares. So in my opinion, this looks like accumulation at a discounted price. This is also beautiful ABC into weekly demand, into 50% retracement as wave 4, and then also the MACD hourly. Anytime we've gotten down here, this created this identified this bottom. This one identified this bottom for this counter trend rally. This one identified this bottom. Here, this one identified the major bottom here for this major move, and then this one was a counter trend rally, and then this one was a counter trend rally. Regardless, it showed multiple bottoms here. So I think as long as we defend all of this, this is showing a high probability in bottom in Tesla, which should also be a bottom in everything else, right? Another thing to look at is in this weekly demand. This is the volume profile range for the weekly demand. Typical areas of reversal is the value area high, VPOC, or value area low. So right now, if we look, we're at the value area low area. And we're also filling this gap right here. You can see this small little gap, which also tends to act as a magnet. So essentially, we're at a very important level with like 12 different technicals all pointing to the same thing of a high probability reversal here. Now, given the main thing that I do want to say with ADL line, the market could gap down, right? It could gap down to like 300 and then rally and close higher than it opens, and the ADLs would never be broken. So that's something to keep in mind, but everything overall is pointing at a bottom in this 325 area. And this is ultimately where I thought we would bottom months ago when we were up here. So something to keep in mind. Ideally, I would like the whole market to reverse if Tesla's going to reverse. But this could be a clue for tomorrow is a buy the news, right? A buy the news event. So we'll see what happens.